This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Very proper. I'm liking it. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It is Thursday, August 20th. I'm Tori, here with Al.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was a rhetorical.
I also looked away, so that's not helpful. Stephanie joins us from home. Stephanie, what's going on? What are you in? Cherry red.
Lynn? Did you say Lynn?
Lynn's joining us.
Lynn joins us.
Things are starting off strong for Tori. How you doing, boo? Good?
I'm good. I'm even better. I didn't get the Hunger Games welcome today, but I did get introduced as Lynn, so I'm here for it. I'm going to do the whole show today as Lynn.
I like it.
There you go. Alter ego.
Make a different, make a whole character. All right. Well, as you know,
alter ego.
Yeah, I said the same thing you did, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay. As you guys know, I love me some Carol Burnett. I interviewed her. It was meeting my dream role model. Well, she is now.
That interview made me cry, by the way. I was very upset with you.
I know. I made everyone cry. She's seeking guardianship of her 14-year-old grandson. She is 87 years old, and she's asking that the court and she and her husband become temporary guardians of their grandson, Dylan. Carol says her daughter, Erin Hamilton, has struggled with substance abuse and addiction since Dylan was born, and has been in and out of rehab 8 times over the past 19 years. Carol's other daughter, Carrie Hamilton, also struggled with drug addiction as a teen, and she died from complications due to lung cancer in 2002. It's so hard to think of someone so funny, so happy, so smiley. And when I met her, she really was that person, the Midwest good person with all of this grief around her. Am I right, Al?
I mean, unfortunately, Tori, that's not surprising to me. I've read several articles talking about just the incredible impact, the negative impact that opioids have done to this country, and that we now have a generation of grandparents, and in certain cases, great-grandparents raising toddlers, raising 2- and 3-year-olds, and you're in your early 70s, and it's because both the parents have succumbed to this issue. So, when we talk about the effects of drugs and alcohol, we usually focus on that person or being impaired while driving, but we think about the entire family that now has to shoulder a responsibility because of their addiction. It's
You're
really
right.
sad.
This is very relatable to a lot of that.
I
just feel bad that she reminds me of such happiness, and she's surrounded by such sadness. Steph, real quick, does the UK have this opioid problem like we have it? It's just almost another pandemic.
I feel it's definitely worse in America, to be honest.
Okay.
And I was really shocked at the amount and the usage and how the doctors prescribe it sometimes here. I say often, I get really scared as well sometimes going to the doctors, because I feel like they can also give you certain medications and drugs and steroids that are very addictive and that can spiral very easily, which we do not have in the UK. It's extremely regulated and we don't have as easy access. But I really feel for her and her family. I mean, like you said, it's such a shame to see someone so lively, happy, that brings so much joy to other people, yet behind closed doors has got quite a traumatic family going on. It's awful.
Yeah, it is. But when I met her, I just have to say, she was, I think, 85, 84, and she was so strong and with it. And one of my favorite interviews of all time. I hold that close to my heart. So we're wishing the Burnetts well. Well, we've been all hearing about cuts to the U.S. Postal Service, but now Cher wants to share, huh? She wants to lend a hand. That's right. The singing legend inquired about volunteering at her local post office. Yesterday, Cher tweeted, "Can people volunteer at the post office?" After no response, she took matters into her own hands, writing that she spoke to a supervisor and said, "Hi, this is Cher. Do you accept volunteers?" Sadly, there's no need. Plus, you have to be fingerprinted and pass a background check. Great for her to be wanting to step it up. Am I right, Al?
I guess. Do you think this is a publicity stunt, though? Because if you really want to know if you can volunteer at the post office, you don't go to Twitter, you go to Google. It's this thing we kind of use from time to time to find that out. Now, am I glad that she's bringing some light to the post office? Yes, because I feel like our postal workers, men and women, are being unfairly attacked. I know that their overtime is being cut. I know that sorting machines are being disabled. So there's a lot of weird stuff going on at the post office. So I'm glad we're at least putting some light to that.
Yeah, they are. I know people that said they spoke to their mail person. They're sorting by hand.
Oh my!
And it used to take, a sorting machine would take 35,000 and sort it in an hour. So imagine that. Steph, what do you think about this situation of the post office? Is it embarrassing to you as sort of coming and looking from the outside in that we're like stalking mailboxes in hidden garages?
It seems extremely. It seems like very backward. I don't really know what's going on. I think that's just one of the fundamental core industries in America which we need to keep alive and safe. But more disturbing to me is the fact that Salty Al over here is calling out Cher, saying what's she going on Twitter for? Who are you?
No,
Who are you?
Google.
What are you doing, Al?
No, anybody asking a question on social media, you know the answer.
Well, Cher's, I follow her on Twitter, and she's kind of like a little all over the place. But Al really shouldn't be talking, Steph, because, you know what, just take a look at this.
All right, it's going great. A little cold. Can we go inside, or like, what do you do when you get a cold?
We just walk faster. Rain, sleet, snow, or hail, we deliver what they mail.
Oh.
That was one of our more riveting segments.
My eyes were glued to that segment. I couldn't take my eyes off.
It was good to see a day in the life of a postal worker. You guys didn't show the fun part where I drove the post office truck. That was fun. It's on the other side. Steph said it should be right up your lane.
Oh boy, do you know really I had that job. I was supposed to go do that shoot, and I was like, I think Al would be better at it. That's full confessional here. We're moving on to Kanye West, who is still campaigning for president, apparently. The rapper recently tweeted out this poster featuring celebrities like Vogue editor Anna Wintour and actress Kirsten Dunst alongside his Kanye 2020 Vision slogan. I don't get that. A clearly confused Kirsten tweeted back, "What is the message here and why am I a part of it?" Can I just look straight into the camera and say this to both Republicans and Democrats? Do not vote for Kanye as a joke. Do not vote for Kanye as a joke. This is not the election. This is not the time. Sorry, I just had to say.
You just put us all in timeout.
Sorry. I got to get it off my chest because there's always people that write in like Bart Simpson, and it's like, Steph, it's not the time. This isn't it.
No, I feel like there's so much in our world right now. We're in dire straits, let's be honest, not just in America, the whole world. And this is one of probably the most important elections of literally all time. I don't think Kanye West is in anywhere near a mental state and capacity to even be. I can't believe that this is even allowed, Tori. Like, how have we got to this point where this can even happen? Like, I just don't understand. Like, where are the authorities, or where is someone stepping in saying, literally a matter of weeks ago, he was having a bipolar episode that nearly cost his wife to leave him. We still don't know what's going on behind that family's closed doors and what the repercussions of that were. But like, what is going on, Tori? How is this okay?
Yeah, you know what's funny is Brooks and I were talking in 2016, and he goes, Trump running, man, it's like, what if Kanye ran? And we all just laughed. And he was like, that's how things are going with pop culture and all. Al, are you disappointed in Kanye? Like, I feel like...
Yeah, I was his biggest fan, and I just, I'm off that bandwagon.
Are you just fully off?
Completely off. Okay. I don't pay him any attention. You know, he said some really disrespectful things and some things that you can't take back. And, you know, he said some disrespectful things about Harriet Tubman, you know, a true hero, and never apologized for it. So I wish him the best. I do think he's wasting people's time, but, you know, he's super famous, and we got to report on it.
Yeah, well, it's
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of anger. There is a lot of anger because a lot of people trusted him and loved him, and then he turned into something we can't really recognize. So let us know what you think. Moving on to Chris Hemsworth. He wants to make sure we're all doing okay during the pandemic. Yeah, I know, it's getting warm in here. The Thor actor recorded a motivational pep talk, and we are here for it. Take a look.
You're more than capable to take on the world, the whole world, by storm. Speaking of the world, did you know that it's a better place because you're in it? I mean, your mum brags about you all the time. Dogs love you. You're strong, you're confident, you're intelligent, you're charismatic, you're the total package. On a scale from 1 to 10, you are an 11. You make me want to be a better man. You're bloody brilliant. You're brilliant. Do not forget it.
Al, do you? I find that somewhat condescending.
I feel like he was staring into a mirror and just saying that to himself.
Yeah, there was no eye contact. Steph, did you agree completely, Al?
No. I was so in love. I'm not going to even lie. Obviously, he's not available, but geez, I just want to record that and set it as my alarm in the morning, so I'll wake up to Chris Hemsworth telling me like how fabulous I am every day.
Can you imagine being Mr. and Mrs. Hemsworth that gave birth to the Liam the crisp.
I couldn't imagine going through the world looking like that.
What genes are going on there?
What happened, man? And like,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, like, what do you think when you're walking down the street and you look like that, Al? What do you think?
My buddy Jim Jeffries has a joke that you never see 10s out in public. And it's true, you don't see people that look like him. Like he's
Heidi Klum.
Where are all the 10s?
They're like goddesses.
Yeah, they're like in another place.
Yeah, they have a whole other like neighborhood they're allowed in. We're not allowed in. All right, Stephanie is though. Stick around. Coming up on DBL, from powerhouse singers Billie Eilish and Jennifer Hudson to actress Kerry Washington. It was a star-studded night at the Democratic National Convention. We'll show you what you might have missed.
Introducing the future of
That gives me goosebumps. Welcome back to DBL. That was Jennifer Hudson closing out the third night of the Democratic National Convention with a performance of A Change Is Gonna Come. Another singer who showed up was Billie Eilish, and she urged everyone to vote. Remember, she's 18. This is her first voting time. Go ahead, take a look.
Silence is not an option, and we cannot sit this one out. We all have to vote like our lives and the world depend on it, because they do. The only way to be certain of the future is to make it ourselves. Please register, please vote.
Reminds me of Rock the Vote with MTV, remember that? She also performed her new song, My Future, and she sounds like an old jazz, like, it's amazing that she's 18 years old. She is the youngest person ever to speak at the DNC. What do you think about this? Is this the same as Rock the Vote, getting the young people out there, Al?
I think so, and I think young people are more than ever, they feel attached to the global community because they've been kind of living in it through social media. I remember feeling super distant, like besides obviously familiar love with my older relatives, but now it's like, you know what's up, you know, you can talk to your mom about politics. So I don't know, I think it's a big deal to have her there. She represents a lot of young people.
And she doesn't speak out a lot like this, Steph, am I right? Like, she's usually very quiet.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I think this is such an important time, and I'm so proud of all the celebrities. I'm proud of Billie Eilish for coming out and like being a bit more vocal and really expressing herself. And like, and you know, so many people. I don't think people that are slightly of our older generation, like maybe my parents or my grandparents, I don't think they realize the power of these young celebrities and the power that they have, and like the people, the millions of people that follow them and literally really do pay attention.
Yeah.
And you know, she might be dressed like this, some like scruffy teenager or whatever, but her message is good. And it means something, and I really hope that the younger people of America, like I don't have the right to vote here, but I hope the people that do, I hope you do, I hope you use your power and your voice, because all of those votes count and all of them matter, and you need to look at what you want in the future for your country and how you want America to be. It's so important.
I predict, Steph, a huge youth turnout. Huge. That's my prediction. Said it right now. Glad I said that at the end. Actress Kerry Washington was the moderator for last night's event. She opened with an incredibly powerful message. Take a look.
We fight for a more perfect union because we are fighting for the soul of this country and for our lives. And right now, that fight is real.
Woo. Adding to the Hollywood MC lineup tonight, it's going to be Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She will serve as moderator tonight for the DNC finale. I think it's great, Steph, to get someone funny. We need a little bit of humor. We're going to get Joe. Joe's not the funniest guy. He's serious, but I think she'll add humor, don't you think?
Yeah, oh my gosh, you know what I just love about American politics is the fact that all of this is going on. It's live on television every night. There are celebrities standing up for the different causes in which they believe and whoever they want to vote for. In England, we don't have anything like this. We literally turn off, 'cause it's the boring Houses of Parliament with Boris Johnson roaring on about whatever he's going about, what's happening next in London. This is the change we want to see. We need this in England. Where's our rallies? Where's our campaigns?
There you go. Well,
seriously,
Al, would
makes
you
me jealous.
Would you be moderate if they? Would you moderate if they asked?
Of course, yeah. Let me know. I'm free.
Did they ask you at all?
No, I'm off tomorrow though.
Oh, good. All right, let Al know.
I can still make it.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lori.
Welcome back to DBL. An Israeli filmmaker says having children is a status symbol for many gay men. He says gay parents like Elton John and David Furnish signify a certain level of time, money, and ambition, considering the high cost of surrogacy, and says some gay men feel the pressure to have kids to live up to this ideal. Actor Neil Patrick Harris and his husband welcomed their 2 kids from a surrogate. Andy Cohen also became a first-time father last year, and his friend Anderson Cooper was very open about the surrogacy process, calling it incredibly expensive, difficult, and time-consuming. I find this, now I'm not a gay man, let me be open about that clearly.
Thanks,
but
Tori.
yeah, I just want to say, I think it might be also that they want to have children because they were just not allowed to have families for so very long.
Right.
I mean, yes, it might be a status symbol, but many of those men just wanted a family. They couldn't even get married until like 2
Yeah, I don't
seconds
understand
ago.
why this is a story. I think a lot of people want to have children. Some people, men and women. My Aunt Valerie never wanted to have kids, the best aunt ever. But some people are like, yeah, the kids come over and then they go home. You know, some people want kids, some people do not. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. Who cares? What is this?
And I think if you're not allowed to have a family for so long, you would want it even more. Steph, do you think that's true, that this is a status thing, or do you think it's possibly just like their freedom and their...
I think it should be everyone's obviously their own choice, and like, yes, he is right. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of dedication. Yes, it does. And they aren't things to be taken lightly just because you want a fad of having a surrogate child or an adopted child when you're gay. I think it's absolutely a ridiculous thing to say, and to be honest, incredibly offensive. If I was part of the LGBTQ community, I'd be so furious at this. Even though I feel like everyone should be furious at this. Like, who is this guy to say this and comment on other people's like what they can and can't do their families if they think they're just showing off because they've got money and they can adopt a child? Like, who are you? Crawl back into your box. I don't like this person.
I feel it.
I feel it too. I also think heterosexuals also have surrogacy issues, infertility. It's also very expensive for them.
Yeah.
It's not a
A lot of
status.
people do.
It's an actual wish to be a full family, and I think a lot of LGBTQ people want that as well.
And also time and money do help with kids. So
yeah, right.
yeah.
Okay, well, we all trash that guy. Go to your box.
Get him.
DBL Deal Blast is next. Do not go away.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Do you ever like
What's that banner? I think it says time for some sweet, sweet deals.
It certainly does. I'm looking at it from here.
You seem very enthused. Earlier,
There's one over this way.
It's over there.
Okay.
Earlier, Steph showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
Tori, I'm here at home with some amazing products that are going to blow your mind. This is the Hedgren hard-sided spinner luggage. It's lightweight, polycarbonate construction, and it's got TSA approved locks on there. Now, normally this is around $150 to $200, but we've got it from between $49 to a maximum of $69, means you're saving 67%. Next, I've got something that's going to add a bit of music to your lifestyle. This is the Sight Bluetooth speaker. It does come with a handle. It's got a built-in microphone.
Ooh.
Don't know if you can see these things here. For hands-free phone calling. So normally this is $80, but right now it's only $19, which means you're saving 76%. This is the M-Edge Tech Tote. Don't know if you can see this here. Whoa. Look at that. So literally this bag will allow you to charge multiple different devices while you're out and about on the go. So normally this bag is $50, but guess what? We've got it for $19. What? Which means you're saving 62%. Okay, last but not least, Tori, it's this, the Marquee by Waterford brushed cotton sheets. Ooh. This 4-piece set includes a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. Ooh. Now, normally this is $70 to $80, depending if you get the queen or king, but we've got it for $29, which means you're saving 64%.
Stephanie, fantastic job. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph.
She's awesome.
Man, okay, so I have to be super honest with you. I'm getting the bag. I'm gonna get the bag that plugs in, that's neoprene that we talked about, because I'm a mess and I always don't have a charge. Cool, is that right? Do you guys like that?
We all agree. We talked to Rob, the cameraman, and he agreed. I feel like that'd be great for the beach.
Yeah.
You know, because anybody that's got a phone charger is the most popular person
always.
there. So I say that's a home run. What do you think, Steph?
Steph, you think you're gonna get one?
Oh, yeah. Oh no, I think it's like a must-have item. Yeah. Right, no one wants to be caught in the middle of nowhere with no battery, no cell. You can charge up your laptop, everything. Go get it now.
I'm gonna go bag
fashion.
it. Yes, DBL's new every day. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place.